Did you know that over 70% of women who study Stoicism feel like it wasn't made for them? Let me ask you something, what if Stoicism isn't as strong for women as it seems? We hear things like, don't show emotion, or, be strong like a rock. But what if those words feel heavier for women than they do for men? Hi, today we're going to talk about something no one really says out loud. Women have real struggles in Stoicism, and it's time we talk about it. Not to tear down the philosophy, but to make it stronger, fairer, and more real for everyone, especially women. If you're a man who loves Stoicism, or a woman trying to live it out, this video might change how you see strength forever. Let's start with something simple. What is Stoicism? Stoicism is a very old way of thinking. It teaches us to stay calm, to think before we act, and to focus only on what we can control. It sounds strong, right? And for many years, it's been linked to men. Strong men. Silent men. Men who don't cry. But here's the problem, women feel emotions too. A lot. And the world doesn't treat women the same way it treats men. In most books, in most speeches, in most podcasts about Stoicism, the voice is often male, calm, hard, emotionless. But for women, life is different. A woman might feel sad, angry, tired, and then feel guilty for showing it. Stoicism says, don't complain. But what if she's hurting? What if she's being judged for being too emotional? That's where the real challenge begins. This video isn't just about philosophy, it's about real life. Let's talk about what women really go through when trying to live by Stoic values. And why it's okay to question, adapt, and even cry. Here's where it gets real. Stoicism teaches, don't react too quickly. Don't let emotions control you. Focus on what you can change. But what happens when you're a woman? And you're expected to always be soft, caring, available. Women are raised to be nurturing, not stoic. They're told things like, smile more. Don't be too loud. Don't get angry. Be nice, even when it hurts. So when a woman tries to be strong in silence, she's called cold. When she speaks up, she's too emotional. When she draws boundaries, she's mean. This is the double weight many women carry. It's not just about managing emotions like Stoicism teaches. It's about surviving in a world that punishes women for having them at all. And worst of all, sometimes women who follow Stoic advice begin to feel guilty for feeling. As if their pain, their tears, or their fears make them weak. But emotions are not weakness. They're human. And ignoring that truth can do more harm than good. Stoicism was born in ancient Greece, long, long ago. And guess what? It was written by men. Taught by men. Followed by men. Men like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Wise men, no doubt. But they didn't talk about raising children, surviving abuse, or balancing emotions and society's judgment. Things many women live with every day. It's not their fault. They lived in a world where women didn't get much of a voice. But today, we know better. Today, we can ask, where are the female Stoics? What would Stoicism look like if it was shaped by women, too? Imagine a version of Stoicism that says, your emotions don't make you weak, they make you real. Strength isn't silence. Strength is knowing when to speak, and when to stay still. We need to bring more voices into this space. Voices of mothers, daughters, leaders, survivors. Women who live with fire in their hearts, but are told to hide the flames. Stoicism isn't broken. But it's been one-sided for too long. Here's the truth, Stoicism doesn't have to mean hiding your feelings. It can mean understanding them, and choosing what to do next with calm strength. A woman can cry and still be strong. She can feel deeply, and still rise, think clearly, and take action with grace. Real Stoicism for women means this: you don't push your emotions away. You listen to them, and then you lead them, like a wise queen leading her kingdom. It means saying, I am not weak for feeling. I'm powerful because I feel, and still stand tall. And guess what? More and more women are starting to speak up. They're writing, teaching, living Stoicism in a new way. A way that holds both calm and courage, both heart and head. They're proving that Stoicism is not just for men. It's for anyone who wants to grow through life's pain without losing themselves. So yes, women may face extra challenges in Stoicism. But they're also bringing in a new kind of strength the world has long ignored. So, what have we learned? Stoicism teaches strength, control, and wisdom. But for many women, living that out can feel confusing, even painful. They're told to be quiet, to hide, to be less. But true Stoicism, real Stoicism, isn't about pretending. It's about facing life honestly, and growing stronger through it. Yes, women face different pressures. Yes, their emotions run deep. But that doesn't make them weak, it makes them human. And in that honesty, in that fire, there is power. Power to feel. To pause. To rise. And to choose, wisely, calmly, and boldly. Let's stop asking women to shrink to fit Stoicism. Let's stretch Stoicism to fit all of us. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever struggled with Stoicism? Felt like you were too emotional to fit in? Or maybe you're a man who wants to understand this better. Drop a comment below. Let's talk. Let's learn from each other. If this video opened your eyes, watch my next one on emotional intelligence in philosophy. It shows how feeling deeply can make us even wiser. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because Stoicism isn't just for the strong. It's for the real. And real people, women, men, everyone. Feel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.